And good day to you, everyone that's tuning in and those that are catching the recording after the fact. I'm so glad that you are here. Pull up a chair and let's get comfortable. Let's talk about this week, the transit information, astrological transit information that is for the week of what's today? February 17th, 2025. My name is Sonja Marie, if you don't know, and if you're new to my channel and what it is we do here. If you're over on YouTube and you don't know me, hello. Please do me a favor. If this information resonates with you, go ahead and subscribe. Click that like button in on the way in or on the way out. That boost the algorithm and let YouTube know that I'm doing my job. I'd appreciate that thing there. And what's happening to all the people coming in on Instagram? I appreciate you being here. What up, Monica? Yazara. What's happening? Waving hello to all the people that I can't see your names to. But glad that you are here. How was your weekend, everyone? As folks roll on in here, you know how we do. I'm going to give you a couple of announcements of things that are going on in my life and around me. And if you listen, you want to put up a little shameless plug, go on and do that thing. I don't necessarily invite that all the time. Let me turn this light on right here. Does that help? Probably not. But if you want to put a shameless plug on there, go on, do the thing. What you up to? What you doing? Where you at? If you're a Black or brown business owner, for sure. Look, I'm not discriminating, but I'm trying to pump up the folks that need the recognition and the money and the support. So if you are a business owner, Black or brown business owner, put that thing up there too. Like share, comment, share in the comments is my point in the completion of my sentence. And let everybody know what's going on in your world and what you came on the planet to do. That's what we're going to do today, all right? As it's Aquarius season and all of its community-ness is vibing on the way out, we're going to talk about that thing. I want to make sure y'all know that we are here for each other. So go on and tell people who you are, all right? I'd appreciate that. Couple of announcements. Like I said, as you know, before we get going, I have rehearsal, y'all. Rehearsal for what, you ask? Your girl is getting back on stage with a three-piece band and a vocalist as well. The 26th, Wednesday, the 26th at the Del Monte Speakeasy. It's absolutely below the townhouse in Venice. Have you ever been to Venice Beach? So the entrance to Venice is Windward Avenue, that famous entrance, right? Windward Avenue on the left side, or I should say on the south side of the block, is the townhouse. It's an over 100-year-old venue owned by my really good friends, Louie and Nettie Ryan. Just below the townhouse, they own that too. It's the Del Monte Speakeasy. Girl, God, when I tell you that place is so dope, you probably gonna want to go back after the fact. The drinks are always good. And I'm not talking about like cork bar good. Y'all remember the cork? I'm not talking about the cork good. I'm talking about flavorful, healthy, clean, get you there if you need to go there, but the drinks are good. In any case, long story short, I'm going to be there Wednesday, February 26th at 8 p.m. I want y'all to come through. Yeah, it's a Wednesday night, but how many times you get to go against the grain and go out of your comfort zone and show up for somebody? Because people show up for you. I know I do my part, and that's not why I'm asking you, but I'm just saying, show up for the community, y'all, because actually, I'm kind of dope. I'm freaking claiming it all day and night. I am dope as hell. Because when I was at rehearsal yesterday, I tell you, y'all, I was a little bit nervous. I'm going to get to the week, y'all, but this is a live. Y'all going to have to rock with me. I was at rehearsal yesterday and I didn't take any pictures. I thought about it after the fact to let the people know what I'm doing or whatever, but I'll take a few next rehearsals so y'all can see the process. But before that, I was so nervous. Yazara. I was so nervous, Cancer sister. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't been on stage in about 11 years. Maybe I forgot. Do I know how to move? Am I still sexy? Can I still push my butt back and forth? Can I get the people's going? Can I look in their eyes? Do I have that conviction? Y'all, I pulled that mic up. I was like, 1, 2, 1, 2. We in a place to be. And it came back like I jumped on the bike, y'all. And I just got excited all over again. And then nervous all over again. Because you know that feeling where not everybody got it yet. And you're like, oh my God, are we going to have it by the 26th? All the band members, good God. I'm giving y'all the long story, but hopefully you appreciate it. Because the process is the real meat of it all. You can come, please come on the 26th, but know that it was so much to get to that. It was so many tears and so many broken relationships and so many reconnections with music and so many hugs that music and lyrics and I have had in the last couple of months and years, like so many convictions that have come up to show me like, yo, Sonja, this is what you was put here for. Astrology is cute and you helping the folks. And I love it, y'all. I'm not talking down on it. But that girl could perform her ass off. So come and see me Wednesday, all right? February 26th at 8 p.m. at the Monte Speakeasy. Also, if you want to have a nice relaxing time with your girl and you got a couple of coins you want to drop. Oh, let me fix the necklaces, y'all. You got a couple of coins you want to drop. Come on through to East Hampton, New York, March 28th through the 30th for an Under the Holistree weekend retreat. When I tell you it's going to be dope, and how about this? For those that want readings in person, but I refuse to do them because I'm doing them all on Zoom now, I'm going to be doing in-person readings. Yeah, in East Hampton. Who would have thunk it? Probably Rakita, because she has a way of talking me into stuff in which she don't never freaking announce it or recommend it. It's just her persuasion. So I'm gonna blame it on Rakita. I'm doing in-person readings and we're gonna be chilling at East Hampton at this bed and breakfast spot in which a lot of beautiful people go to. Yo, I know the weather may be a little unpredictable, but come on out and see your girl. All that information is in my what you call that thing? The Linktree link in my bio on Instagram, everybody. A couple people DM me and it was like, Sonja, I can't find your information anywhere. Y'all do know to go to the bio in Instagram. You'll see a highlighted link that says Linktree. Click that thing. And below it, oh my God, you get pre-sale tickets to the show on February 26th. Go to East Hampton with a sister. Buy my book. I mean, do the thing. Support your peoples. That's all I'm saying. How y'all feeling out there, though? Let me say hello to a couple of people rolling in on YouTube because my family is over here. I love y'all on Instagram too, but there's a nice little community over here on YouTube, and I'd appreciate if you drop back and forth. You know what I mean? If you can, you know what I'm saying? Because they interact with everybody else and we form like a little bond, a little community. So what it is, Imani Kennedy, what's going on? Tammy and Rabbi Rob is here. I love saying Rabbi Rob. Angie, what's happening? Phyllis, what? The Gemini's in the spot. What up, Phyllis? Sweet Tea is here. Who else? Roxy, Chimpy, what's going down? The newest member of our village. Aw, shucks. We're 13 strong in the village now. Y'all don't know about the village? Y'all need to check it out. Come on, stop playing. The village is a monthly subscription of $44. That's it. $44. We talk astrology every 2 weeks. It's a family. It's vulnerable as fuck. We cry, we hug through the screen, we share astrology information and spiritual downloads, not just from me, but everybody in there, psychic, believe it or not. So come on through. Go to my website if you want to check that out. That's not in the Linktree thingy. But you can go to my website, wordlifeastrology.com on the village page. Okay. So who else is over here on YouTube? What up, Kamasita? What's happening? Tiffany is here. Village strong. That's right, mamas. I love you so much, Tiff. I wish you were singing with me. One day we gonna do that thing. Okay. Chimpy, you are number 13. You are number 13, including me. So 12 participants, including myself. Yo, I got the air conditioner on and I'm still sweating. You gotta, can't stand it. Can't stand it. Yo, y'all got some questions for me before we jump off? Remember, the protocol is, hello, Wendell. The protocol is to put a whole bunch of question marks behind the sentence or in front of the sentence like they do in Espanol, or a couple of, exclamation marks, okay? Thank you, Raisa. Oh, you're so sweet. Couple of exclamation marks if you want me to read your statement. You know why? Because I need some glasses on and I'm not having them on right now. What up, Rhonda Faye? How you doing? Okay. So that's how you get my attention. That's how you get my attention. What's up, everybody? Hi, Jennifer Bliss. Let's talk about this week. Let me tell you why I'm so excited to talk about this week, other than the fact that I just had a sip of orange juice and I'm like, pew! What up, Vonnie? That's sweet Virgo. Ask me how I remember everybody's sign, but I will never, ever remember your name. That's for sure. What's going on, Vonnie? I miss you so much. All right, this week, this is the reason why I'm excited about this week. Oh, I got something in my eye, y'all. Please, a little commercial. Hold on. Okay. I think it's a little mascara coming off in my eye. Let me tell you why I'm so excited. How you doing, true music lover? What's going down? Mars is going direct. Should I just it's time to get it done. It's time to get it done. Henceforth, the title of this particular rundown is On and Popping, y'all. And that's on the 23rd. Before we get there, though, I need you to celebrate. And before we get there, if you're really a student of self, in which I hope that you are, and you're not just not coming on here just looking at my little cute ass face. I really hope you come here to get information to help to improve yourself so the community can be better for it. You dig? What up, Kelly Star 4? You understand? Please, please, and very please, if you want to understand more about this season of Mars going retrograde for the last 5.5, 6 months, you heard it right. It was fucking crazy. I mean, it wasn't going retrograde for 6 months, but it was in 2 signs for 6 months. And it was retrograde for a good 2.5 months, which shut everybody's movement down for a minute, made everybody angry. Before I get all into that, go to my Mars special on YouTube, okay? It's about 2 hours long, you know, because I get winded and I think I'm funny every now and again, but I will never do stand-up. Understand that. I'll be broke before I do stand-up. Not that funny. The bottom line is go to that Mars reading, and if you're a student of life, you will see by reading and going back to that, I should go back to that myself, seeing what you did, how you improved yourself along these last couple of months. Please and very please, it's a Mars Live, so it's in the live section in my YouTube, okay? It's a big deal because it's about to kick off. So when it kicks off and it goes forward, when it goes front, when it goes forward, you want to know what you're doing and how you handling your anger is proper and direct and necessary. All right, Sonja, slow down. Because before we get there, we got some other things to talk about. Y'all ready? Y'all laughing at me? I'll be squirreling all over the place. Squirrel. Things are going down, y'all. I love life. I love life for the changes. I love life for the ups and the downs. I love life for life's journey's sake. If life was good all the goddamn time, you'd be bored as hell. Trust and believe. Good, in quotes. If there were no challenges, if you didn't have opportunities to learn, this is a download. This is a big ass squirrel coming down the tree because I ain't even start on the week yet. But Spirit says, if we didn't have these challenges and these struggles before us, if we didn't have the things that build the character, how would you appreciate the thing? Now, everybody's like, Sonya, we heard that in Bible school when I was 2 years old. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad you got it. But do you live it? Do you implement it? Or do you just let fear and worry consume you? I'm just saying, enjoy the ride, y'all. Enjoy the ride, because anything and everything that happened ain't really personal. Not even the good shit. That ain't for you neither. I hope y'all get that. I don't have time to go on into that. And if you want to know, just ask a question. Remember, multiple question marks, okay? So I can see the thing. Let's get started. Today is Monday. Like I said, it's the 17th of February, and the moon is where? The moon is in Libra. Any Libras in the house? Any Geminis in the house? Any Aquarius in the house? So when the moon is in your particular element, normally, for the lack of a better way of saying it, your moods are in conjunction. Well, actually, technically it's a trine, but your moon is in alignment. Let's use that word. Your moon is in alignment with the emotional understanding of the day. Should I say that again? Whatever sign the moon is in, one of the reasons why I tell y'all what the moon sign is in for the day. Hold on. One of the when the moon is in a particular sign, whatever element that sign is in, usually the element has a so-called, or I should say pretty much an easier emotional day. So if the moon is in Libra today, like I called out, Aquarius and Geminis will feel in alignment with the mood of the day, and naturally Libras. So when the moon is in Libra, generally speaking, and for all of us, the rest of us, right, it's an emphasis on partnerships, on being fair. I repeat this information almost always because it never changes, and somehow we need to get it stuck in the convolutions of our brain, you dig? So moon in Libra is about partnerships, is about being fair. The moon in Libra is always about being diplomatic. The moon in Libra is always about seeing the win-win for every situation. The moon in Libra, people don't mind taking a loss when the moon is in Libra. This is Monday, Chimpy, today. When the moon is in Libra, it doesn't mind taking a loss for the greater good. Meaning when you see a fair situation and you got to take less, $5 less, you don't mind doing it. Look out for those opportunities, okay? Because that means you are in alignment with the emotions that are happening. But on the flip side, on the other side, when the moon is in Libra, oftentimes we can go into victimhood. Now, there's one or two Libras in there saying, I'm not a victim. I never feel like a victim. I didn't call you a victim, but victimhood can be spawned from different ways, in different ways. And here's one of the ways in which the moon in Libra and Libra energy finds victimhood in that thing. Why? Because the moon and Libra energy says, I'm always fair to people. And when I'm not being treated as fair, I feel like a victim. I would never do that. I would never do that to them. They should never do that to me. So if the moon is in Libra today and you find yourself in that weird, I should never, why would they? I mean, what the hell? What did I do? I took care of their kids. I, gave her mother money. I took care of her father when he was in jail. Not everybody got that story. Hello, I'm from Yonkers, New York. There's a bunch of stories like that where I come from. Anyway, keeping it pushing. The moon in Libra will turn into the moon in Scorpio tonight, this PM at 7:19 p.m. All right, Eastern Standard Time. What up, Kimberly Offord? I'm gonna see you soon, right? On Zoom, it is. I wanna Zoom, I Zoom. So the thing is, the moon will switch over to Scorpio. I want you to do yourself a favor. Be a student of astrology. Be a student of yourself. When that moon round about 7:19 p.m. on the eastern side of things in this particular country, right? When it goes into Scorpio, see if you feel like there's a change all of a sudden. See if you go from talkative Libra, air, energy, thinking, mind on point, leading, trying to get things done, being cerebral, planning a plan after a plan after a plan, to deep ass Scorpio. That's how you test astrology. It's not about what the paper says in black and white. It's not about what the internet says. It's all about you. When I taught workshops, it's about intuitive learning. Astrology don't make sense if you don't feel it intuitively. It ain't your modality. If you don't feel it, if you don't see it, if you don't recognize the shifts in energy as it goes on, you dig? Okay, I just want to say that. So as the moon goes into Scorpio, we'll start this evening, as you already know, probably, maybe, we'll start to get deeper, more passionate in the things that we like. Maybe you have a sexy night with your boo-boo or something, because Scorpio is not just sex, but it's deep passion that sometimes comes off as sex, you dig? So maybe you'll have a good sexual evening tonight. I'm just saying. But check this out, though. Before that moon leans in, this is the only aspect I'm going to talk about for Monday. Before that moon leans into Scorpio tonight, that moon in Libra is going to quincunx Neptune. That's a big deal. And I should have segued that out of the victimhood phase. You know why? Because when the moon is in Libra, and as it quincunx, which is frustration, irritation, Neptune, which is cloudy, confusing, nebulous, out there, music, art. As y'all probably already know, I love to say this for Neptune, all the things you can, what? Feel, but you can't touch. Neptune is not tangible. So drugs is Neptune because you can't really touch it, not unless you buy some good weed and get that sticky on there. But if you smoke it and the high is in your head, you can't peel your dome back and put the high out on the table. You can't touch the high. The high is Neptune, you dig? So here's an example. With that moon being in Libra, maybe there's a partnership that's happening with your business partner, with your boo-boo, with your attorney. It's a one-on-one situation that can be quite irritating because why? They seem to be a little nebulous. They seem to be a little bit in the clouds. They're not taking life or your situation seriously. Or they are not being fair because they can't see all the things. They can't see the bottom line. They can't see the fine print. So you get irritated. Are y'all following me? Check for that. Here's my comment I put. Watch your sarcasm due to your judgment on another being a little dreamy or unfocused, or if that person is idealistic. If your partner wants to be in the clouds, just let them. Just let them, y'all. That's my mantra for forever. I'm just letting people. I mean, on the real, I'm sure y'all read that little freaking meme somewhere here on the internet. But you know the truth, the cold, hard truth in that. Here comes a squirrel in the download. The cold, hard truth to that is, why can we not let them? That's not the grammatic correct way of saying that. But the bottom line is, we have to let people be themselves. Good, bad, and indifferent. If they appear to be a little bit nebulous today, a little goofy, a little out there, maybe they need that little mental break. For us to imply and push on people to always be astute, to always be on it, to always have your ducks in a row, to always make sense, to always be realistic. And then you get frustrated because they're not. Again, maybe they just need a little mental break. And maybe today is not the day you ask for clarifying questions. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's been following me all weekend, y'all. It's 12:34. Ooh, these numbers. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all get what I'm saying though? Let people. Thank you, Rabbi Rob. I am puffed by Neptune and its illusionary ride. It's got me rising and dreaming, exploring. Oh, you just made my heart sing right there, Rabbi Rob. I'm so premenopausal. I want to cry about everything. That is a lyric from one of my songs. I am puffed into Neptune. That's right, because it's illusionary like that. And sometimes, again, people need that break. So if you find yourself getting irritated, a little frustrated by that, just walk away. Ask them tomorrow. Let people be in a cloud, okay? I'm just saying. Here on YouTube, please, if what's resonating with you so far coming through me, because it ain't me, it's coming through me, please hit that like button. And please, if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to be a part of our little family here. All right? What up, everybody? Hi, Sonja Chai's nails. Sonja's chi nail. Sonja. Oh, girl. Sonja Chai snails. Oh, I'm so goofy. Bottom line, welcome, namesake. I'm glad you're here. The bottom line to that situation, again, let people be themselves. Because at the same time, or I should say right after that, that moon going into Scorpio, we ain't got time to really run after anybody about anything. Scorpio makes you go deep into the basement and you start feeling things. So you want to check people and feel things at the same time? I don't know if you want to do that. Let people be themselves. Because as you checking people and feeling your own shit, you're going to see yourself. So who you checking? That's all I'm saying. Y'all get my poetry? If not, ask a question. I'd appreciate that. Oh, I lied. There's one more aspect for today. That moon is trining the sun. Why? Astrology students, because if the moon is in Libra, in which it is at the time of this trine, and the sun is in Aquarius. That's 120 degrees away from each other in the sky. For those that don't appreciate astrology that way, it's okay. The bottom line is that the moon, the ego, and the moon, the feelings. I heard somebody in the village check me real quick. The moon, the feelings, and the sun, the ego, is in alignment. Okay? So that's another reason why you got to let people be themselves, because you're too busy shining in alignment, doing the things that you need to do for you, boo-boo, and let people check out for a second if they don't have all the answers real quick. Y'all get that? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But that's today. I love when the moon and the sun comes together on a trine, and when it's an earth, when it's an air sign type of thing, oh, it's a lot of reading tonight, maybe good conversations tonight, ideas coming through. You understand? A lot of shit talk. Air signs love to talk shit. One of the reasons why I love Gemini so much, that's for ding dong damn sure, because they're never really serious about their talk shit. They just want to talk shit. And it's funny oftentimes. So in any case, talk shit with somebody tonight and have a grand time doing it, because tomorrow when we wake up and that moon is deeply into Scorpio, you're going to feel all the feels, boo-boo. You're going to feel all the feels. Before I go to Tuesday, let me read this question. When you break up with people, but they had too many third parties and viewed you as a wish fulfillment, can smudging alone keep them out of your energy? Hell to the motherfucking no. No, 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 no. You gonna need more than smudging. Oh, that's a great question, and I'm glad that you presented it in a general way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But what I oftentimes, okay, so let me answer that properly and slow down a little bit. Because I'm excited to give y'all the rest of the week's information. Let me answer that because I'm getting a little hit. Here's the deal. When people leave your life, or when changes happen in relationships, mainly it's our ego taking it, right? Right? It's mainly our ego that wants to hold on to them, or we want to hold on to them, right? So we got to go deeper than smudging, because smudging can take away, and remember this, y'all. Smudging is for the superficial energy. Smudging is for the things that's in the house, that's in the air, that's on your chakras, that's like 2 feet away from you. When we're dealing with relationships and people that want to hold on to us, that energy that wants to hold on to us, we got to get deep down into our subconscious, right? We got to go into the convolutions of our mind, like I said earlier, into our brain or whatever. And oftentimes, what I do personally is that I see people. And I see people in my face, like you close your eyes and you just see their face and you send them a lot of love. Now, that's contrary possibly to the feeling that you have in your heart. You probably wouldn't give them a middle finger, and rightfully so. But here's the thing. That's not going to keep them away, boo-boo. You got to send them love, because love begets more love. And here's the trick. When you send them that love, though, when you send them that love, they may come a little harder. I tell my clients all of that. I tell my clients that all the time. They'll come a little harder because they feel the love. So they get a little misconstrued by the energy that's coming at them, and think the ego in them thinks, oh, they love me. And it's like, no, it's not that kind of love that I want you back. I wish you loved. You find love somewhere else outside of me. Let my love carry you to the next lily pad of love. It's not me, baby, but have a good time finding it. And once you keep establishing that boundary, they'll back off sooner or later. But you can't shit talk. You can't talk bad about them. You can't add fuel to the fire, though, to the person that asked that question. And I want to make that really, really clear, because a lot of people want motherfuckers to get off of them, but they still talking about them to their girlfriends and to everybody else. You keep bringing the energy back to you. Stop talking about them. Release them. Let them go. Like, for real, let them go. All right. That's an extended answer, and I hope you got something out of that. And for everybody else who may needed to hear that. Okay, Tuesday, the moon is in Scorpio. We wake up with that depth, y'all. With that depth, y'all. Scorpio, like I said earlier, I love when the moon is in Scorpio because it's my water compadre. I love them. I'm a Cancer, you dig? And people don't understand Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy likes to go deep because it can, because it's bold and courageous like that. Because it doesn't have a problem going deep. Everybody else got a problem going deep, not Scorpio. So back up off of them. People, sun sign Scorpio. But this energy, I want you to assist yourself with it as well. And do not back up off of that depth when it comes for you. Why? Because the deeper you go, the higher you climb. The deeper you go, the higher you climb. So when that moon is in Scorpio for the next 2 days or so, and it brings you 3 days, and it brings you that information, depth about emotional connections, depth about what you need to learn, depth about the mistakes that you made in your financial world, depth about why you need to leave the place that you are at. Right? Depth about the workplace, depth about the hobbies that need to turn into your work, depth about the things, the self-sabotaging things you are doing that keep you away from transforming your life. That's what this moon in Scorpio wants to come at you, because let me tell you, it's coinciding with Pisces. I'm moving too fast. Well, let me tell you this. Tomorrow, that moon in Scorpio is going down. That's all the depth I just explained. But the sun is going into Pisces tomorrow at 5:07 a.m. Boom. So here's the deal. And what I'm saying, when we're in Pisces season, when we're in a water season, and you have that moon in water too, they're in cahoots. The ego and the emotions are straight in cahoots. That means you have no reason to back out of the depth. You have to go deep, because Pisces season, Pisces sun is going to allow it. It's going to open the door. It's going to say, come on in. So if you're a fire sign that don't want to go there to that depth, you're an air sign that gets confused by emotional depth, you're going to have to sit with it for a second, at least for tomorrow. You know why too? Because tomorrow, while that moon is in Scorpio, it's going to trine Mercury in Pisces. What? So the sun is in Pisces tomorrow? I'm going to talk about the sun in Pisces in a minute. The sun is in Pisces tomorrow and Mercury is in Pisces tomorrow? Yes. And the moon is hitting both. So that means the ego is showing up Pisces-like, and Mercury, communication, how we plan information, how we talk to people, how we strategize, again, how we think, right? How we listen is all in Pisces energy. Let's talk about Pisces energy for a second. With that sun going into Pisces, quiet little horn there. You know why? Because I love Pisces energy, low key. Pisces is the genius of the zodiac, although Aquarius thinks it is. I say that all the time, lovingly and humorously. But Pisces is really the genius. It's the last sign of the zodiac. That's an accumulation of all the 11 signs that precede it. The challenge with Pisces energy is that it doesn't believe it. It takes its gifts for granted. And also, it has the least amount of ego. So it's not pumping itself up as a genius. Pisces energy has a way of just letting things flow through it without knowing, being elusive and nebulous as hell. Why? Because these earthly concerns don't concern Pisces energy. Yes, I'm talking about the people, but I'm also talking about the energy. I'm teaching y'all right now. So the bottom line is, even though we're in Pisces season, you'll get some of this on you. You'll get that nebulous feeling. You'll feel like you want to check out a little bit. You'll feel like your ancestors are all over you. You feel like you don't want to be here. And I'm not talking suicide, so please don't misunderstand my words. But Pisces energy, when the sun is in Pisces, we get such a heightened, ethereal feeling of existence sometimes, where we kind of get a little dizzy, we get a little off-centered, we accelerate a little bit, meaning we get higher in our consciousness, right? Because Pisces energy doesn't want to be on the planet. The planet Earth is too harsh for Pisces energy. People are so mean for Pisces energy. Pisces energy is so compassionate. It's very fragile. But listen, don't get it twisted. It's not to be played with. It's not like it's violent, but Pisces energy will move and shake and get out of a situation quicker than they came, because Pisces energy is shape-shifting. It knows how to get along because it has to. It comes with such a higher ethereal order that they have to shapeshift in and out around people and situations just to be here, just to placate. On the downside, almost on that placating side, they can be very passive aggressive. So I'm saying, you'll see that commercial, squirrel, progressive, passive aggressive, progressive aggressive. Being passive aggressive in progressive insurance. That shit is so funny to me. But the bottom line is that passive aggression is weird as hell. But Pisces do it. We will have a tendency to do it in this Pisces season. Again, we're not void of it. Why Pisces energy does it? Because again, it's trying to get along. It's trying not to step on toes. It's trying not to hurt people. It's trying to figure out a way where everybody can be happy. But here's the thing about that Pisces energy and Pisces people, and to let everybody know, as we go through this season, sometimes we do have to be a little bit aggressive. Why? Because we're on the planet. Can I take a sip of juice while y'all soak that in? So is that the challenge, Sonja? Absolutely, yes. The balance, the jumping in the jump rope, the double dutch rope. You got to know when to shape shift. You got to know when to dive and bob and weave in order to balance out our existence here. That's what Pisces energy teaches. At the same time, being compassionate and loving and psychic, being able to see. At the same time, saving people, forgiving people. Pisces energy is bomb, and I need y'all to get it on you. So here's the bottom line. With that moon in Scorpio on Tuesday, hooking up with Pisces energy, with Mercury in Pisces, hooking up with that moon, this is what I wrote. It's definitely time to have that deep conversation with somebody, and or time for passionate expressions behind an idea given from God. Listen for the instructions today and plan without overthinking. Did you hear me? Is this thing on? No overthinking. Please and very please. Pisces don't work like that. Pisces is like the Fool card in tarot. Anybody familiar with the Fool card in tarot? Pisces is absolutely like the Fool card. Why? Because Pisces trusts. It may not believe it's dope, but it trusts that somebody got it. So the bottom line, with Mercury and Pisces tomorrow, here comes these awesome ideas that can come streaming forth. Here comes these compassionate ways of being and ways of talking that hook up with the moon that help you to go deep. So what are these deep ideas that you get and that you got to move on soon? When when Mars goes into direct and it's in Cancer. Come on, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Think of the things that you have to do tomorrow. Pull them up out of the depths of your core. Plan them with faith. Plan them with understanding that you are God's child. Plan them with compassion for yourself and everybody else. Okay? That's what's happening. Don't overthink it, Tammy. Don't overthink it. It ain't that deep. Y'all do know that. I know y'all know God like I know God, right? Well, at least I'm going to assume that. God is simple as heck, y'all. It's humans that make things complicated. God is simple. Simple. This is what you need. I got it. This is who you marry. Boom, boom. Here's the babies. What's happening? Here's a challenge. Just wait. Here's the reward. Okay. You're fat. Now you're skinny. It's simple. All that other stuff in between is extra, extra, extra. Y'all with me on this? Yes, yes, y'all. Y'all feel me? I feel like I'm screaming. Also tomorrow, that moon in Scorpio is going to quincunx Venus. Someone you love could deeply get it on your nerves today. And or are you becoming impatient over a money matter or the fact that you may be feeling devalued? This is Tuesday. I love when people come back, by the way, and drop your comments throughout the week and let me know what's going on. If any of this lined up with you, drop your comments here on YouTube. It makes me so happy because I like getting back and forth into, little dialogue with you guys. So let me know. Tuesday, somebody messing with your money and you're getting a little bit irritated. Tuesday, somebody that you love just said something really weird and stupid, talking out the side of their neck. Hey, hey, hey. Oh God. Anyway, the whole band just came behind my head. Really? Is somebody getting on your nerves, talking out the side of their neck? That's tomorrow. Forgive them. Let it go. Remember, quincunxes are irritation, and then they're like little flies in your ear. You can get in a little deep meditation and let that fly just fly. Or you can get irritated by the fly and go try to kill it and end up running down the street and getting hit by a bus because you're irritated by a fly. See what I'm saying? It still make sense. Just let them fly. Just let them do what they got to do. All right? Don't get caught into irritations. And also, speaking of irritations, that moon is going to quincunx, the moon in Scorpio is going to quincunx Jupiter in Gemini. You may be frustrated too by some blessings that you thought was going to come your way. This is Tuesday still. Some opportunities that you thought that was going to come your way. People double talking you, promising you shit, but don't really come through. It may be irritating. Thank you, Spirit. There's an opportunity for somebody on here where you're going to see right through somebody. Tuesday, you're going to see right through somebody and really want to respond, react, grab their throat, not be friends with them any longer. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever the case, please don't. Because the irritation is this. The irritation is that you see through them and you see the truth. That Jupiter is just big and is magnanimous and is happy, and it literally is just shining just to be shining. It's not paying attention to the depth. It's giving you the superficial understanding of things. So it's almost like, if y'all don't understand that, it's almost like having a deep conversation with a child, although children have very deep conversations. That's probably not a good example. Maybe having a deep conversation with somebody that don't understand your language. That's the frustration tomorrow. If you're having a deep conversation and you expect them to give you all this happiness, all these opportunities to value you in some kind of way, they don't understand it. They don't get it. So don't press them. Again, irritations, quincunx are like little bugs in your ear. Just meditate, walk away, don't pay attention, revisit it later. Let's go to Wednesday. Boop, boop, as I turn the page. Wednesday, y'all, roll your sleeves up is all I'm going to say. Hi, everybody. What up, Rakita, Bonita? I was just talking about you at the top of this thing, trying to get folks to come on to East Hampton, March 28th to the 30th under the Holistree, which is hosted by my girl, Rakita. I lovingly call her Rakita Bonita. And myself, well, I'm not hosting it, but I'll be there. And I may be doing some in-person readings. So you should come on through March 28th to the 30th. The information is in my Linktree link in the bio. We're going to have a good time. Regardless, we gonna have a good time. Anytime will be no baby. Good time. All right, Wednesday, roll your sleeves up. It's a busy day, Wednesday. It's a busy day. Let me ask a few of y'all. Do y'all know what your calendar looks like on Wednesday? I just want to know if anybody has preambled. Is that the right word? I swear I love being a poet. I feel like I have license to make up all kinds of words and put the words wherever I want to put them. And then somebody to challenge me, although there are a lot of Virgo types that always challenge me publicly. Sonja, that might not be a word. I mean, shut up. Because I'm a poet, it's my word. I don't care. Have you looked at your Wednesday schedule? It's going to be a busy one, y'all. And I know that if you are in the flow, and I mean water sign flow, you got to be in the flow. You got to be in the flow on Wednesday. Trust and believe. Otherwise, this busy day is it's just going to hem you up. Yours is jam-packed, Rakita. I'm trying to tell you. Mine is too, baby bubba. Y'all talk to me about that thing. Wednesday. So this is why. This is why. That moon in Scorpio, again, we had a day and a half to go deep with it. And what I mean by that is that moon in Scorpio, as long as it's there, it's digging up emotional opportunities with women, with your karmic information, with different expressions, is digging up your past to be able to deal with it in your face. So if it's in that energy for 2 days or so, by Wednesday, it's digging the thing up. And guess what it's about to meet? Mars going retrograde in a favorable way. The moon in Scorpio will trine Mars going retrograde on Wednesday. So even though it's retrograde, okay, Mars still has power. Mars still is about motivation. Mars still is about sex. Mars still is about determination. Mars still is about initiating some things. Mars still is about confrontation, about fighting. Okay, so if it's going retro, that only means it's like doing all those things I just listed in a drunk kind of fashion, as it has been the last 2.5 months, like I said at the top of this weekly rundown, right? But with the moon sitting right nice with it, it has like a big sister right next to it, or a big brother right next to it, interpreting the movements in an emotional way. Does that make sense? I'm going to explain a little further. Everything that you got to do, if your schedule is packed that day, you got to be in alignment with the depth of what's happening. Get that so far? You got to be in alignment with how passionate. If you bring your passion to the things that you need to do that day, you winning. If you bring your depth, meaning the depth of understanding every little thing, nuanced, every little thing to its core. Why am I eating here at this restaurant? Oh, because I love the cook and he's fine and he makes these gush. There has to be reasons. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be connection. You dig? Scorpio moon is about passion, it's about determination. So on Wednesday, it's about being emotionally determined to knock some things out. Now, it's going retro. I know that. So the determination is to clean up some shit that you need to clean up before the bitch goes direct. Did you hear me loud and clear on this thing? Mars is retro. It's going direct on Sunday. So if that moon in Scorpio is hitting deep like, and it's hitting up Mars going retro, it's like, yo, clean it all up. Get every little remnant, every little situation you got to pick up, clean up out the closet, talk about it, emote, write in your journal. And here's a real clear example. That thing that's on loop, y'all. That thing that's on loop, that emotional loop that's in your head. They don't like me. They don't like me. I know they don't like me. I know they don't like me. Oh, I got to leave this job. I got to leave this job. I can't stand this job. I hate this job. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. That thing that's on loop that brings you to the depths of your feeling each and every time, that gives you freaking heartburn each and every time, that brings up again that deep emotion to the surface. That thing, Mars in retro was like, clean that thing out like a Hoover vacuum. Make that shit go backwards. Reverse, get it out. Gots to go. Why? Because when Mars goes direct, it's like, I'm not bringing that. I'm not bringing that. I'm not taking that with us where we going. I'm over that, thinking about that thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yes, please clean your house, Rob. That's one example. That's for ding dong, damn sure. But since we're talking about emotion, since we're talking about water sign, it goes deeper than the house though, right, boo-boo? It goes deeper than the house. It always goes to the emotional body. So what's in your emotional body that's been on loop? Right? We don't have time for it. Understand that. Son came a little prepared. I have a couple of questions to ask you. On Wednesday, ask yourself these questions. You can write them down if you want, for those that like to take notes. me. What's going on in my throat? Do you feel the slowdown was beneficial? The Mars and retrograde situations that's been happening for the last 2.5 months, even though it's not direct yet on Wednesday. Again, when Moon is in Scorpio, it's saying to visit in a deep way everything that you just went through this Mars and retro field. How are we going to clean it on out? Take that loop off, right? So was it beneficial for you? This is the things that we're reviewing on Wednesday. Have you resolved any anger issues or conflicts that have come up? that have been on loop, that you know you need to face, you know you need to talk to somebody about, because you just ghosted a motherfucker for no reason because they didn't smell right one day. And you're like, I don't want to be around Sonja. She farts all the time. I do fart, y'all. I actually do. All the time. I get it from my grandmother. Anyway, another question. Did abstaining from sex or redefining your sexuality help you? Mars deals with sexuality, like I said. And when it goes retro, it's saying, yo, how was that lesson in sex, in lovemaking, and passion that you need to learn? Like, for real, for real. What was that thing? Did you abstain for the last couple of months? I just heard somebody, I abstained for the last couple of years. Was Mars retrograde all freaking 2024? Maybe for you. No. But the bottom line is, this is the questions that you should ask. Again, there was a reason why you chose that this time around, if that's your situation, right? Have you reviewed a project or a change of life long enough? Have you reviewed it? Meaning, yeah, I do want to start that little side hustle. I do want to get that nonprofit. I do want to, take care of the babies. I do want to take care of the elderly. I've been trying to get this like little business, what do you call them? Business plans together. I've been trying. I've been wanting. I've been doing. This is Wednesday, that jam-packed day, Rakita, Bonita, and everybody else out there. These are the things that we're thinking about as we're moving, though. That's the thing. As we are moving, as we are laying ground, have we revisited that project? Have we gotten the people, the resources and the people in alignment? And again, excuse me for burping. This is just about the review part of it, you dig? Because it ain't really time to go until the 23rd or thereafter, when Mars absolutely goes direct. Okay? Stay with me. Another reason why Wednesday is so jam-packed with things to do, because that moon, or I should say, not only things to do, but just being determined. That's the feeling more than anything. Being determined to do the thing, to move forward, to jump to the next lily pad, regardless of where it is and where you land, right? This is a beautiful thing. The moon is trining at Mars in retro, but the moon is also trining Saturn. So this is why I said it's a beautiful day to do the things you need to do for yourself. With Saturn on your side, discipline. That's like having a big bodyguard right beside you. If you go into the work and the things that you need to do on Wednesday with protection, right? Ethereal protection, saying your prayers, getting your guides together, your ancestors together. It can help you to march through the day and execute the things that you need to execute in the most harmonious way, and make you unturn all the stones so you can see all the things. So when it's time to move forward, there's no question. Saturn says, I want to put discipline on that. I want to give you some type of reward for sure after you have the boundaries, after you see the restrictions of a thing that you can and cannot do. You dig? You got the discipline and the protection from your ancestors to move. So trust the ground that you land on. Boom. That's my comment right there. Should I move on? Do I have to say anything else? Wednesday, this whole week and Wednesday, it's time to get things done. Now, before we get it done, we got to make it right in our brain first. That's why that moon was hitting Mercury the day before. That's why that moon is hitting Mars on Wednesday. That's why that moon is hitting Saturn. It's a setup, y'all, to get the things done. Are you following me? Do y'all understand how I talk? Like, for real, I know I jump all over the place for sure, but certain people get it. So give me a yes, y'all, or give me like, yo, no, Sonja, explain that. Please don't call me Sonja. Good God, don't call me ever, please. Don't ever. Did I say ever? Call me Sonja. My name is Sonja. But do y'all see how I'm trying to set y'all up with this thing? There's discipline available. Your mind got to get right. Your mind got to get free. Your mind got to get free in order to get right. You got to dream in order to go. That's where that Pisces information came in. It said, be that dreamer. because it's about time we gonna do the things. Y'all get how I speak? Thank you, Alchemist Goddess. Thank you, Portia. I appreciate that. Thank you, Portia. Thank you so much. Y'all get it? Young, who that is? Young Tiger Found. What is dope? Young Tiger Found. I'm glad they found you. Roxy, yes, you get me? Y'all get me? I'm so glad. Again, ask questions, but put a whole bunch of question marks behind it. Get Wednesday. It's time to move and lock into position on Wednesday. Now. For some earths, for some air signs and some fire signs, you may fight against the flow because it's going to ask you to go into waters that you may not want to go. You may be stubborn, or your ego will be like, I already talked to my father about that. I already talked to my boss about that raise. I'm not talking to him again. When spirit is in your ear saying, talk to him one more time. Squirrel. And I'm going to give you an example in this squirrel. Most of y'all know that I worked for Essence Magazine, writing the astrology column for 8 years strong, 8 years strong. It was an awesome job. It was an honor, an absolute honor, before they started to change it up. And they change it up, honestly, every 8 years. I digress. The bottom line is that there was a moment I reached out to a friend of mine who worked for Essence, and I asked her, could I do the column? She didn't hit me back for like a good 5 months, 6 months. And my ego got in the way. My ego said, I'm not going to call her. I'm not going to reach out to her ever again. She ain't even reached back to me. So one day I'm perusing on Facebook. This is an example to support what I just said. One day I'm perusing on Facebook, and you see the little light that says, oh, T's on there. I should reach out to her. Spirit said, reach out to her now. I said, but she didn't reach out to me back. She didn't. Ego. She didn't. I'm not talking to her. Spirit said, reach out now. And as soon as I did, with a quick little sentence, that's all that was needed. I stepped out of my own way because the timing was right. Sometimes we allow our ego to get in the way of the thing because of what it is that we want. And we don't recognize that it's God's timing. You understand? We don't recognize that it's a flow that needs to happen. If you see yourself, feel yourself fighting the flow, is that Kamau Daniels? What's up, son? If you find yourself fighting the flow of things on Wednesday, know this, that you are stepping in your own way. Oftentimes, you just have to go with it because you never know about the timing. Oh, that's Raisa. Hi, Raisa. Young Tiger Found. Do y'all get that? Does that make sense? Hi, baby. Does that make sense? I just had to put that out there because you never know. Don't fight that thing on Wednesday. The discipline is there. And how about this? Before I move on, and I alluded to it earlier, because that moon is trine in Saturn on Wednesday, because it's requiring you to be disciplined on Wednesday with all the work that you have to do, you got to flow with the discipline. You got to keep your boundaries. You have to keep your limitations. Know what you can do, know what you can't do. Don't do too much for a motherfucker, and don't do too little. You get that? Because Saturn is involved. Saturn says, if you pay attention to me, I'll reward you. Saturn always leaves a piece of chocolate on the pillow, y'all. Saturn says, they got it. They got that thing. They did that. That's good hard work, well done. Good standing up for yourself. Good boundaries, good work that you put in. Let me leave you a little bit of reward. And oftentimes a reward is something that you don't even know you need. Like a piece of chocolate on the freaking pillow. Or like a little hand up. Or somebody calls and says, hey, I got a job. This lady just walked out. Come down to my job right now and see my boss right now. You never, ever know. That's why life is dope. The journey is the best part of it. Okay, moving on. Thursday, the moon goes into Sagittarius. Woo! For all the air signs and the fire signs that want to get out of the depths of that water, all you got to do is hold on to Thursday, please and very please, because it goes into jubilant Sagittarius. Again, we talk about the moon being in a particular sign of the day because the moon garners our emotions. If not yours, the people around you. So you got to know what they're coming with, right? The moon in Sag suggests that we absolutely become jubilant. We become more festive. We want to have a party for show. We want to absolutely divulge the truth almost always with the moon in Sagittarius. We want to get into an adventure. We want to learn something. We want to be a great student as well as being a great teacher. We like to share resources when the moon is in Sagittarius, okay? But there's some kind of conflict there, though. On Thursday, that moon in Sag wants to be halted by the big dog in the sky, which is Pisces, the sun. Know that, okay? Pisces and Sag squares all day long. All day long. Why? Because they move in two totally different vibrations. The sun in Pisces moves slow, easily, intentionally, but on its own time. 111, y'all. Look at that. God is so dope. These numbers are following me, Spirit. I love y'all. Right? The sun in Pisces, the energy of the planet will be taking it easier, a little bit more ethereal, like the fool card, jumping and doing things just to be doing things because we know we're going to be caught because it's a faithful sort of time, right? But the moon, the moon in Sag says, pew, pew, go here, go here, go here, move fast without thinking, without consequences. I don't give a fuck about the consequences. Just do the thing. Bing, 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 bouncing off the walls like Ricochet Rabbit, like goddamn Roadrunner or something, without a thought of what spirit is saying from where that sun is. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes, yes, y'all. That's why it's a square. The moon is squaring the sun on Thursday. So although we are probably quick to get to happy and have some type of levity, you understand what I mean? The sun is like, all right, be happy, but understand we're still depth. We're still deep. We're still rolling in the depth. We're still trying to shapeshift this situation. We're still trying to figure it out. We're still walking on a faith walk. So you can't walk too fast, moon and Sag, on a faith walk. Does that make sense? Yes, yes, y'all? Y'all get me? Y'all see how I put those two in there? We naturally want to find calm and blissful space when the sun is in Pisces, a space of ease, but we feel restless to the point of reacting without inner connection. Inner connection. When you're called to do a thing on Thursday, just make sure you're connected and you're not moving too quick, right? You're not moving in selfishness. Moon in Sag is selfish all damn day. I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Fuck what my spirit is saying. Fuck what God is saying. Fuck what my ancestors are saying. I'm just going to do it. I'll take the consequences. I'll take the L. It don't matter. Really? That's what you want to do? That's what you want to say to your people that's been holding you up, that's been dropping the dimes in your ear throughout your evening, throughout your sleep? The prayers that are being answered, you just want to be like, I'm going to do my human thing right now and move fast. Don't do that. Please don't do that, because you could possibly have an inkling to do that. Because here's another situation. That moon in Sag is hitting right nice with Pluto. It's a sextile to Pluto. So that means you may feel powerful and vindicated to do whatever it is you feel like doing, because Pluto is giving you a little fake ass pump up, pumping you up from the back, hyping you up like Flavor Flav. But if Flavor Flav was 10 feet tall, that would be Pluto. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. I don't give a hell what they say. Let's move fast. Let's do what we got to do. We got to prove ourselves. We got to transform. We got to be powerful. Come on, y'all. Pluto will be a bully and persuasive in that way. But remember who's running the sky on Thursday? The sun in Pisces is running the sky. So at some point, you got to be contemplated. At some point, you got to get connected. At some point, you got to meditate before you move. Y'all feeling me? Is this a good word? Because it feels good coming through my body. Y'all just listening? Are you taking it in? Y'all hear what I'm saying? Kamau, am I confusing you, or did you get off this IG already? My son be like, the astrology thing be going over my head sometimes, but he absolutely loves to get information about his chart, which I think is so adorable and absolutely cool. But when it gets too technical, I'm sure he like everybody else is like, Is it good? Meditate before you move, Raisa. She made it simple. But if I made it simple like that, then I would have been off this thing 5 minutes ago. So I got to give you the funnies, Raisa. But that is the simple. Meditate. Connect before you move. Connect before you make a selfish move. That's Thursday. I can't say that enough. And here's the other part of that. Mercury on Thursday will square up Jupiter. Oh. So you think you know? So you think you bad? You bad. You bad. You bad. I'm bad. You think you bad? That's Mercury. Think you bad as it squares up what's that? Jupiter. That means the blessings ain't coming. What you say or plan may take away from the opportunities. Are you being too passive aggressive about a thing? Yeah, mom, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Sure. Okay, no problem. Going to do what you want to do? I'm just saying. It may go up against the opportunities that are coming your way. If somebody's trying to slow you down on Thursday and say, wait, hold on. Pay attention to the big dog in the sky. Meditate a little bit. Figure it out a little bit. And you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay, that's fine. You may block some blessings, baby. Jupiter is like, yo, pay attention. What you doing? Everything I got is right here, but you ain't paying attention to how it needs to flow. You think you're going to get it through the back door? No way, Jose. Look, blessings are coming to us like straight in the eyeballs nowadays. There ain't no hidden agenda. If it's yours, it's yours. If it ain't, it's moving past you. Have y'all not experienced that? Talk to me. Have you not experienced that? So again, Thursday, be easy on yourself, especially because Wednesday is such a busy day. Thursday, you probably either want to jump up and do all the things you didn't do or get confused because you have to think about, intuit the things that you need to do next. Take a break and intuit it instead of moving so fast and thinking that you know everything. I'm just saying, come back on YouTube, please, and let me know if this landed anywhere in your life. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. Oftentimes it does to the people that are around you, and you're the ones that's helping them to clean it up. So pay attention to that too. If it's not you, you in it somehow, some way. We are one, y'all. We are absolutely one. On Friday, the moon will continue to be in Sagittarius, right? Why is the moon in Sagittarius squaring Mercury that day? And I say why because it's felt like a little as I was talking and as I created the pie chart in my head or the flow chart in my head, it's like an up and down kind of week where we have to continue to reassure ourselves. We got to get the work done, but we have to continue to reassure ourselves that we can do it and that God knows that we can do it. Our ancestors know that we can do it. And we need not get so human this week to make sure to put out there like I'm smart enough to understand what I need to do because I went through the thing. I went through the forest. I got the information. The internet says I have all the money that I need. And that type of languaging, in my opinion, you shortchanging God. God sees it all. So please, on Friday, don't trump yourself up, okay? Meaning with that moon in Sag, moving fast still, it wants to square up Mercury, how we're thinking, right? Wake up. This is what I wrote because it happens at early in the morning. You're going to wake up, or we could wake up saying the things that you don't mean because you're reacting too fast to wait for the truth or to listen with compassion. So again, that moon in Sag wants to react with truth, oftentimes very blunt and can hurt feelings, right? But Mercury is like, take your time to think about the thing. Take your time to be compassionate about the thing. You don't want to be compassionate about some things? I know y'all want compassion every now and again, so you're going to have to lend compassion on Friday, or else it can trip you up. And oftentimes your truth is not everybody else's truth, boo-boo. So think about that on Friday. What is your truth? Questions are necessary. Qualifying people are necessary because we often think we have the answers for what other people go through because it looks very similar in our lives, or it's something that we've seen before or whatever. We saw it on a movie. We know how this is going to end. Not always. You don't know what people go through. You don't know what they're doing. Come on now. Are y'all following me? Friday. Friday's the last thing I'm going to say for because I don't want to go through all of this stuff. It's two things I need to say. This is why it's so up and down. That moon is quincunxing, a little irritation. Remember the little bugs to Mars. Confused about your movements. If you're confused about what you need to do, even though you've been hashing it out deeply throughout the week with that moon in Scorpio, even though you've been preparing about what you need to do, you've been scheduling some things about what you need to do, and you feel a little confused, know that's just the bug. And what I mean by that too, make it a little bit more practical, know that that's just the dust settling. Is that practical or still too poetic? Know that these are pieces of the puzzle that are coming together. When you feel this little irritation on Friday on, I don't know what to do, how to do it. I thought I had a plan a couple of days ago. Now somebody just threw a monkey wrench in my plan, or somebody just punked me and said I couldn't do it. Now my ego is all in a bunch. Now I feel like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Just let all those feelings come to you and sit with it. Pray on it. Don't get irritated about it, because that's necessary too. Haven't you ever heard, or I should say, haven't you ever been in a situation where all you needed was for somebody to tell you you couldn't do something in order to do it? I know I have. I'm just like that. Not everybody does, but there's semblances of that, where people say you can't do a thing, or this is too hard, or you're a girl, or you're black, or you're too fat, or you're too tall, or you didn't go to high school, or whatever the case may be, all the things, right? Sometimes you just need to take the hits, to sit with it and go, I hear you. That sounds like my mother. That's what she used to say. And you know what I used to say to her? Watch me. Don't react to it, because the reaction can throw away your opportunities. Just sit with it and let the confusion just subside. Let the dust settle, because your confidence will come back. Trust and believe that. Okay. Rabbi Rob said, man, I've literally had dimes drop out of the sky the last several days. Dimes like hits, or actual dimes, like money. What you talking about, Rabbi Rob? I hope y'all got that, because I really want y'all to pay attention to that on Friday with that moon quincunxing Mars. Because again, you could be going through a bunch of different layers and percentages of courage and ways to move and initiate a thing. And they may not be on the same percent every day, but it's okay. It may not be on the same percent this week every day. It's okay. I repeated myself on purpose, because I want y'all to know that's just how the dust settles. That's how you get back or forward to yourself. You get it? Thank you, Nefon. She said, I got that shit. Thank you, sweet sister from Hampton, for my life. And then lastly, on Friday, that moon is squaring up Saturn. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? Here comes a square to Saturn again, testing the moon in Sagittarius, moving fast, moving swift, moving selfishly, without consequences. Don't even give a fuck about the consequences. Sag is very much like that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Who cares? I'm just going to do the thing, right? Squaring up with Saturn. You can't square up with Saturn, cuz Saturn's been saving your life, been teaching you the disciplines the last 2.5 years. It taught you a very good lesson this particular week and gave you a reward, a little chocolate on the pillow. Now on Friday, you're going to throw him the middle finger, throw him the bird? Don't do that. Don't throw your disciplines out the window just for a little day of fun. Ooh. That sounds like a personal story right there. Don't slip in that motherfucker's DMs. Don't do it. Don't tell somebody you're going to make. Oh, Sonja, really? I was going to say, don't tell somebody you're going to make a drug run real quick and end up getting arrested. It's funny to me. You know why? Because some people take on separate hustles that nobody knows about. Don't fuck with me. My name is Sonja Marie. I know a lot of different people. People take on side hustles, be like, God damn, where you get that money from? Don't worry about it, girl. Don't worry. My father left it for me. My father left it for me. They out swinging ass from a goddamn chandelier at 3:00 in the morning. You never, ever know. Don't throw the disciplines out, though, y'all. Don't go to the chandelier. Stand tough, okay? Stand tough on your disciplines. Stand tough on the things that you've been working for, because that moon in Sag wants you to fuck it all. Fuck it all. Who cares? You care, boo-boo, especially the following day. Don't do that. Are y'all with me? Aye. On Saturday, that moon stays in Sag, and now she wants to mess with Neptune. Now she wants to square up Neptune and get everybody confused about a thing. We don't need to do that. Saturday is an interesting day because that's the only aspect. The moon is squaring Neptune. The moon being in Sag, Neptune being in Pisces. Sag and Pisces is going at it this week, like in several different aspects. Have you noticed any other astrology students? That's a big deal. So what does that look like? That looks like contemplation, Pisces, versus execution, movement. That's a bob and weave kind of situation. It's time to get things done, but you got to consider what's coming through the ethers. You got to consider how your prayers are being answered. That's Pisces information. That's Neptune information. Don't move too fast on an emotional reaction, okay? And then fuck up the whole house of cards. You dig? Again, it seems like a reoccurring theme, but I'm giving you specifics on how it's playing out day by day. I hope this is beneficial. And lastly, on Sunday, the moon goes into Capricorn. Hallelujah. Some practicality out the mug because we done went deep with Scorpio and the Sag want to fuck up everything just to have fun and to be out there. I'm joking, of course, but the point is now we're moving fast with Sag, and then here comes the moon in Capricorn trying to get serious. I mean, we can get serious for a minute because somebody got to be the adult in the room. And Capricorn energy is usually the adult in the room. Do y'all know any Capricorn kids? Squirrel? Like for real. Let's talk children real quick. Do you know any Capricorn children? That's a question. Anybody can answer. And if you do, all the people coming in on IG, hey, everybody. And if you do, you know they are the most responsible kids in the world. Walking around with briefcases and shit, talking about they got kids they got to go take care of, playing house, but not that kind of house, but like really playing house, cleaning the house, taking care, telling the mother and father what to do. Like Capricorn energy is that, like very adult and old in that way. You dig? So they usually get younger as they get older, though. They won't forever stay that serious, the children themselves. But that energy is like that, too. So when the moon goes into Capricorn on Sunday, it's asking us to get a little serious. It's asking, and thank y'all for answering me. It's asking us to get a little serious about a thing, to get a little pragmatic about a thing. Take all the depth that we learned from earlier throughout the week. Take all the Sagittarius side hustles and side thoughts. And even though I joked about it, it's good having the energy. We need Sag's energy. We just need it to be in the proper place. And we need to listen to spirit when we put that energy out. We can't be human putting that thing out. We're going to trip up on some ego shit. So we need all of that. But then Capricorn says, all right, now that we did that thing, let's take an accountability of it. You understand? Let's put it in its right compartments. Let's be a leader and now get ready to execute some things. Because why? Because why, you say? Mars goes direct on Sunday. Hallelujah out this mug. Hallelujah, daggone it. Mars is going straight. It is going direct. Now, on Sunday, though, because it's going direct, I need y'all to be careful when you're driving, when you're handling machinery of any kind. If you're out, I don't know, in the woods, chopping a tree down or some shit. I don't care what you're doing. If you're around machinery, if you're in cars, for sure, because Mars deals with traffic and Mars deals with vehicles. Mars deals with travel sometimes too. So if you're traveling and you're on that day, as it's going direct, it has to get a little out of place in order to go direct again. You dig? So it's a wobbly kind of day. Got to be careful. Just be careful. That's all. Move extra slow as Mars is getting its footing. But now it's on and popping. You thought January and some of February was heightened politically, communally, professionally. You thought the changes was going down. Now, how about this? The changes are about to get legs on them. That may scare a few of you. I get that. But that only means that we got legs of our own. Hello? 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 We got our own legs. They can have legs, and we got legs too. So if they got legs to put whatever they wanted, and you know I'm talking about the infamous they. If they got legs to put whatever they need to put on to move their Mars to the direction that they want to move, whether it's a conflict or not, because Mars deals with anger and confrontation, whether it brings up another war or not, because Mars is war, we could absolutely ensue on a new kind of different type of war. Understand this situation, or the obliteration of it, but have some other shit start. Just hear it, just listen for it. You know, even though Mars deals with that thing, you know, we have to make sure that we're moving properly. We have to make sure that we have our footing. You understand? I lost my train of thought a little bit, but thank you, Spirit, for bringing me back to this point. But that Mars going direct is a big deal. Just take your time as it goes direct. But it's going to be a good thing. The legs, thank you, Spirit. Putting the legs on that thing. Because if they can put the legs on war, they can put the legs on the fighting, they can put the legs on the things that they want to get done, so can we. Put the legs on the projects that you know that you have to bring to life. Put the legs on the projects that you know that you have to bring to life, y'all. It's time. It's really, really time. I want y'all to do me a favor. Do your community a favor. And I'm not going to read all of them, maybe one or two. Put up your fears right now. Put words to it right now. What are you afraid of? Why you don't want to move? I want you to say it out so you can get it out. I want you to see it so you can release it. Okay? Because it's time to put legs on that thing. And here's the here's the trick though. The legs are going to come on your fears, or the legs are going to come on your courage. You choose. You choose. So in order to get it out, if you don't want to out yourself on this public forum, that's cool. Get on a journal later. Speak your shit out this week. Tell Spirit, your guides, your ancestors, your people, why you are upset, afraid, scared, don't want to do a thing, don't want to move, don't want to start a new project, don't want to leave your job. Why? Put energy to it, understanding to it, so you can get it all out of your body through expression. But don't read it back. Don't ever read it back, especially when you emote in that way, because you don't want to put it back in your body, okay? I tell my clients that all the time. I want y'all to do that. And Sunday is a good day to do that. Sonja, you so dope. Sunday is a good day to do that. Why? Because Mercury, the planet of writing, the planet of communication, the planet of, I hear you, Nefan. I'm not going to repeat it, but I hear you. Come on, sister. Put it out there. Let's speak it. Leave it right here on IG. Yes, BSPA Boutique. I hear you. I hear you. I'm so proud of y'all. Thank you, Chimpy. Oh, I'm so proud of y'all for putting that out there. But on Sunday, again, is a good day to do that. As Mars is going direct, it's hitting up with Mercury. It's hitting up with the brain. It's hitting up with communication. It's hitting up with opportunities for you to say the thing and release the thing, burn the thing. Mars is fire, y'all. That's Aries' planet. Burn that shit. Burn that thought. Burn those pages. Write it down and literally put it on fire in a safe way. You know what I like to do oftentimes, because I'm in an apartment, get a big ass piece of aluminum foil, make it really big like a bowl, and chop up, or, you know, rip up the pages or whatever, what I just wrote, put it in the middle of the aluminum foil, put it on the ground, like outside or in the sink or whatever. Just put it on fire real quick. Not underneath the smoke alarm, of course. I'm just saying. Burn it. Get rid of it. Okay? It's that time. And also on Sunday, the moon is squaring up against Venus. Look at that thing. Somebody walking in the room telling you that your passions are weird. Somebody walking in the room trying to validate your fears, telling you that you're not worthy or whatever it is you want to move on. Don't listen to them, and don't listen to you if you are the you telling you that. It's a wavy kind of situation. How in the same day are we being boistered to move forward with Mars direct, right? With our brain and with our plans, our Mercury. But at the same time, the moon is squaring up against Venus, our passions. Our passions are starting to get a little muddled. Should I do this? Do I feel this? Is this really me? I don't know. You know it's you. Stop playing. Stop playing. You know you want to leave that job. Stop playing. You know God got you. Stop playing. You don't want it to end up in your body. All the things that you're holding back, all the things that you know you need to do and you holding back is settling in your body. Knock on wood. I'm not putting this out there negatively for anybody, but you do know the things you don't express, it stays in your body. It ends up in your joints, in your blood system, as some weird ass growth on the top of your booty somewhere. Your hair falls out. Your breath stinks. Halitosis is not just because you got bad breath. It's because your gut is rotten. Because you holding on some shit in your gut. Don't let me say it. Let your body tell you. What are you holding on to? What is your back telling you? Louise Hay says when you have back injuries and or problems, you don't feel supported. So how you supporting yourself? How you supporting you? Are y'all hearing me? Oh my gosh. That's all I got to say for this week, y'all. That's a lot. That's a lot. I really hope this landed. I really, really do. That is my prayer. I did say that with conviction. Kimberly's like, gosh, damn, you said that with your whole chest. I did say that with conviction because spirit sometimes just has a way coming through me. And listen, that's me on stage, y'all. Y'all coming to see me? Y'all want to feel some of that conviction? Wednesday, February 26th, come to the Del Monte Speakeasy. I have you in bed by 11 o'clock. I promise, I promise, I promise. Just come on out and support your girl. It's a $12 ticket, y'all. Come on now. It's less than the movies. Any questions y'all want to put out real quick? Any statements y'all want to put out? Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Nafan. I love you so much, my sweet little Libra sister. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. God got you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. As I said that, look, Nafan, the lover's card came out. This lover's card is not about loving another person. It's about loving you, boo-boo. As soon as I said that, it said click, click. That's you. That's for you, Nafan. Oh, I love it. And whoever else needed that. Any questions? I'm going to pick a card for the week. Y'all ready? Again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your attendance. I appreciate you sharing this information. If you can, let people know that we're talking things up and we share information from the heart. It's not just me. Y'all give this to me, whether y'all know it or not. You know, I can feel you because that's just who I am. And I kind of know and hear what it is that needs to be said oftentimes as I remain open and get the information for this hour and a half that we talk about, that I use astrology as a gaze or guise, I should say, Guise, as a guise to kind of give y'all the info and give you what comes through. Yeah, y'all help too. So I'm glad you got this. Blessings to you, Nafan. I love you. All right, let's pull a card for the week, y'all. All right, it came out nice and smooth. Smooth movie, groovy. Where can I put these? Lord of mercy. All right, here's a card. Y'all gonna shit. Y'all gonna shit. Y'all gonna shit. What? Oh, I love love God. God said that wasn't just for Nephon, that was for everybody. Ain't that about a bit of nothing, as the elders would say? Ain't that about a nothing? Here we go. The lovers card is for everybody. Y'all better put up them hearts for the love. Put up the hearts for the lovers in the house. I need to see all the hearts, please. Please pump it up for love. Oh, that feels good. Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, y'all put up the hearts. I know, huh, Neff? Put up the hearts. And I hope y'all rewind this and see how easy that was. As I was talking to Neff, I was shuffling, and then it said click. And I said, okay, well, that's for Neff. So I put it up, as you already know, and then I shuffle the cards. And just pull it out. I put it off to the side, face down, to gather myself, and look at that. Oh, I love God. Isn't that awesome? And it's the love month. Let me read this card. Oh, my cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so hard. You're so sweet. All right, here we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Thank you for all the hearts. The hearts for love. Look at YouTube going crazy. I love y'all. Yes, yes, all the colorful hearts. Let me read it. Let me scoot up first. All right. What we call love is really a whole spectrum of relating, y'all, reaching from the earth to the sky. At the most earthly level, love is a sexual attraction. Many of us remain stuck there because our conditioning has burdened our sexuality with all kinds of expectations and repressions. Actually, the biggest problem with sexual love is that it never lasts. Only if we accept this fact can we then really celebrate it for what it is, welcome its happening, and say goodbye with gratitude when it's not. Then, as we mature, we can begin to experience the love that exists beyond sexuality and honors the unique individuality of the other. We begin to understand that our partner often functions as a mirror, reflecting unseen aspects of our deeper self and supporting us to become whole. This love is based in freedom, not expectation or need. Its wings take us higher and higher towards the universal love that experiences all as one. Ashe. Aho watakwe ase. Amen. Amin. Shalom. Wow. That did something to me right then there. I usually, typically, I don't get thrown off by these cards, although that's a little lie. Because I'm always like, wow, okay, I guess we needed that. I could see that. But that one bugs me out because it came out and then it came out again. And then literally almost everything that that card says, we touched on in this weekly rundown, did we not? The freedom that's necessary with that Pisces information, the depths that's necessary in order for us to go inside ourselves to see the reflection of ourselves, the need to see that love is all around us in everything that we do, but we got to check us first, boo-boo. We got to be that mirror. The sexual love that it portends, right? With the moon in Scorpio and all the Scorpio confrontations and or highlights that are happening this week going back and forth, because Scorpio is about a lot of things, but it's also about passionate sex and sexual connections. Spirit is not a lie, y'all. They are talking. And I hope y'all listening. And this is my prayer for you. I really hope that you wake up one day this week, really, really soon, with so much courage mustered in your belly, like mustard all up in your belly, that nobody's going to stop you from getting what it is that you deserve in this particular lifetime. You hear me? You heard? Word? Word life, that is. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being available to listen to this. Thank you for sharing this information. Thank you for coming to support us on February 26th at the Del Monte. Thank you for coming to East Hampton in New York from the March 28th to the 30th. Thank you for coming on these lives. Thank you for just showing up and lending your energy. Thank you for your sweet donations. I seen a couple of y'all put me on your tithing situations. Bree, come on now. She said, I'm going to give you money every week as long as I can. Come on. People see what you do. Is the point. It's not just about me. It's about just being passionate in what we do, living in that love that we love to portend, to put out there, to be. Don't stop doing that. Regardless of what the world is saying, don't stop being love. Okay? All right. I'll see you next week. Adios. Bye, y'all.